I wanted to make an excerpt to my last video. I think it's important to realize that once you choose life, things may not go the exact way you want them to go, because after choosing life, you may still be holding on to fear, lack. You may put things before God, and the Lord wants our complete attention. He wants us to focus on Him and Him alone. After I chose life and I decided that I was going to walk fully with God, I was ready to break my generational chains. God gave me a valley. It's when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will learn what's important and what's not. Psalms 23:4 says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and the staff will comfort me." The Lord wants us to be refined in His ways. He wants us to let go of all of our traumas, our addictions, our hurts, our idolatries, and He wants to be number one in our eyes. So He may put you through a valley, which is testing your wilderness, to train you and refine you into the next phase, the next level of your consciousness. Because when we live in fear, when we live in lack, when we live on a path to destruction, it may lead us completely away from God. So God puts us through a valley to retrain our minds, to focus on Him, to be enlightened and rised up in His image. And once we hit the valley and we're being tested and refined, it may help us overcome fear and gain peace in life. The Lord wants us to live in joy and abundance and peace, so that we won't live in stress, which brings on disease. So He gives us peace. But in order to do that, we have to learn to surrender to Him and give Him all of our worries, all of our fears. He said, "Come to me, because my yoke is easy and my burden is light." He wants you to give the burdens to Him to transform you into His presence, into His purpose, and in the path that He has lit for you. Walking through the valley may strengthen your trust in God, because you learn to lean on Him. You learn to lean on the path that He has for you. And it may not be what you have for yourself, but we learn to trust in the faith and the glory of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Testing in the wilderness, in the valley that He has put you on, may lead to refined faith and building confidence in God, because you learn to trust Him in all of His ways. He says in Psalms 91 that He will send angels to guard you, and you learn that while them angels are guarding you, you can trust in every path that He has for you. And it also builds endurance. Through the valleys of suffering, you learn to not suffer but give that to God, and that gives you the endurance